to take just a moment and introduce you briefly to what HVAC Solution is. Basically, HVAC Solution is a systems design software for HVAC systems. As we go through this video, we'll just kind of show you that a little bit. And of course, if you want to get a little more detailed on some topics, you can pick them from the topics that are available on the website. You can see here I've clicking on the toolbars that we have available in the program, from air handler to airflow to steam, hydronic. All these components are of course available, and they are equipment. They actually represent equipment in the real world. For example, there would be an air handler cabinet. I put that on the screen. The next thing I can do is put in a fan into that cabinet, and we get out an airflow component, which I won't explain at this time, but you just get various components out as you're going through and build a system that allow you to kind of form the complete system here. Every component within HVAC Solution has data, properties, information behind it. For example, this fan, if I double left click on that fan, I get information about that fan. I know temperatures, I know airflow, portions, economizers that are information, static pressure, all that kind of good stuff is here available. All I have to do is double left click on any component to do that. I can also double left click just on the white space if I have everything cleared off selection wise. Just double click left click on the white space and I get information about the project. We can put altitude, we can put temperatures, all that kind of information. And the final thing we're trying to get to here in the program is we're trying to export a schematic. We can export that to DXF, schedules, which is really the heart of the program, information, calculations, which describe a piece of equipment, which you can then place on documents for ordering, purchasing, whatever you need to do, and of course a report which describes all the calculations that you're doing as you build a system. It is a very graphic intensive program. It is meant for people who with experience with HVAC systems. Let me take now, we have within the program just some pre-built examples. I'm going to open one that I like, a little elementary school here. And let me just zoom in on that a little bit. Again, if you want to look at some of these things in detail, we'll do that in some of these later videos. This is just for a brief topic introduction. Here we have, in this system, we have a chiller, we have a boiler down here, we've got a heat exchanger here, we've got some heating coils, cooling coils. All those systems talk together. Every one of them has intelligence built into it. For example, if I click on the air separator, there is information about the air separator. And we can even get down to where we actually select an air separator, because that's information, of course, that is needed in schedules. This also talks to an airflow side. It depends on what version of the program you have. The Pro version, of course, does everything you're seeing here. The airflow system, and finally we get down to an air handler systems. All these things talk to each other. You can change them, you can manipulate them, you can save one and use it again on another project. It just makes building HVAC systems very simple and actually fun. Finally, we can also display things such as pipe sizes, which I'll do here. So you're doing all your calculations for all your pieces and just using all that intelligence. That is a brief introduction. We invite you to look at some of the other videos. We're kind of approaching this just kind of informally. So just dig in and have some fun.